I hate work, just like you. And I'm pretty sure everybody else does. It's a common thing everybody has. Also, most people hate the sound of my voice, so if you enjoy it, then please subscribe. Subscribing is free and you can always change your mind later. Enjoy. But I don't know how other people feel about it. Me, personally, I feel like it affects me way more. See, I have a couple dreams in my life. I want to achieve some things. I want to do things. I want to feel great. I don't want to learn a couple years for one thing and then do that thing for the rest of my life. No, I want to keep going and keep growing. So I'm currently 21 and I don't feel like I've done the most I can. I'm trying my hardest, but there are a lot of things that hold me back. Even though these things are holding me back, I'm gonna keep chasing my dreams like I am right now. You know what I hate the most about work? Is that it's like one set system. I mean, obviously it works, but it's just the feeling of freedom. I mean, obviously we are so free in this day and age. We can do almost anything we like, but we still have to work for someone else. We have to listen to them. Not that I'm incapable of that. I've worked a lot in the past years. I'm only 21, but I have worked a lot. And that's nothing compared to someone who's older, of course, but that's because you have had more years. It never felt right to me to be on the work floor. I always used to be motivated for 2 weeks or a month or maybe 2 months. Then after those 2 months I was like, fuck, I want to do something else. This isn't for me. And I switched jobs a lot of times because of that. That wasn't really smart because my resume ain't looking that fine. But it was what felt right to me at that moment. And I do have a lot of experience at different types of jobs. The most important thing for me was finding myself. Obviously I care a lot about money, like everybody else does, and like you should, because it's literally our life support. It's what keeps us going. I don't want to work my ass off doing something that I'm not gonna be happy with later, you know? I want people to be proud of me as well, and people could be proud of me even if I had like a normal job in this society. But there's a step above that. Doing your own thing, finding what's right for you. Not even what's right, what's perfect, what actually represents you. Something that just is you, like a second you. All I wanted to do was make my mom and my dad proud, and my little brothers. I didn't. I never did. I always failed in what I wanted to do, or in their eyes, what they wanted me to do. But it's just because I also quit school, because it didn't feel right for me. And a lot of you might think that's stupid, and I think that as well. Because I could have had, a degree, and it wouldn't even have taken me that long, but I wasn't happy back then. And when I quit, I went to go work on myself, went to the gym, I did things I liked, I rented a room somewhere, so I had a place for my own to think about life, and everything felt right. The only thing is I wasn't moving forward. I was still stuck in one position, though I did move forward a little bit because I was in a new position that I liked way more, but I want to keep going forward. You shouldn't stop, never. I'm still young, I'm 21. I should keep going. Why should I stop? And that's what motivates me the most. I want to be able to take care of my parents like they did for me when I was younger, and for my little brothers. The biggest dream I have is going on stage and rapping for thousands of people, or even singing, but I have to take some singing lessons. But I'd say I'm quite alright in rapping, and I love it. I really love it. The more realistic dream, well, it's not that realistic, but it's something I have, is starting YouTube. And I actually did that. And I am growing very fast. And that's all thanks to my friends. And I am so thankful of them. The thing is, they're not even real life friends. I've only known them for a couple months. And they're better than my real life friends. This world can be fucked up. But doing something you actually love, something you want to put time in, you're excited to jump out of bed in the morning and actually want to go to work. And that's what I love. That's what I love doing. The hardest thing about this is I usually have to film videos alone, and I don't like filming videos alone. I like being together, socializing, but it's hard because obviously I have a job right now. My friends have a job, or either school. I mean, they're free now, it's summer vacation, but now that everybody's free of school, they're working hard on getting money, of course, and the times don't line up. And everybody's also doing their own thing, If you're free from work, you want to game a little. You want to have some free time on your own. and the people I'm with also make content of their own. So things just don't add up. Really hard. But that's okay. I accept it to make content on my own. And I'm getting up with new ideas. I'm hoping that this is what I can do for work. That I can grow this channel bigger than it is now, and then actually start making some money on it, because I can support myself and my family. I'll be honest, I'm broke, but for some people it looks like I have a lot of money. It's because I put a lot of money in my setup for YouTube. I put it back in what I earn, because I want to give you guys the most and the best quality content possible. But it is really hard for me. I've had days where I couldn't eat, maybe even weeks. I had to survive with $1 a day. It was really hard. This is not a pity video. It's not for this. It's about work. I wouldn't say the society is fucked up. Or maybe a little. The work system is actually pretty good. It's alright when you have a good boss, good colleagues. You could have fun with each other, you know? And do your work. And it's all alright. But that's the thing, it's all alright. Why would you settle for alright? I hate it. I hate it so much. Alright. It's just so stupid. I would never be happy with alright. I want things to be perfect. And I wouldn't go for 100% perfection, because that's usually not possible. And then you are gonna fuck things up. But I at least want to go to the maximum amount I can. And try my hardest. I've had times where I worked so much that I got depressed. I made a lot of money, yes, but I wasn't happy. And because of that I lost my job, because I was depressed. I came at my job not smiling anymore. And every day I just wasn't happy, and then they were looking at me like, yo, what's going on? And I'd be like, yeah, can't help me anyway, so let's just leave it, right? I could work less, that's right, but I still wasn't happy when I worked less. It might be a big exaggeration, but for me personally, it's just way too important to do something I like making less money than doing something I don't like making more money. And it used to be different, you know. I always wanted to make the most money as possible in the least amount of time. And I still want that, of course. But I didn't care about the job. I didn't care what it was. I didn't care what I did. I just made money. A lot. It was perfect. But when you get older, you start seeing more things in life. You start seeing a wider range of things that can either make you happy or not. And I wouldn't say I'm old, but I'm older than I was 5 years ago, of course. I think a lot of people aren't happy with their jobs. I see people working in one sector, doing one thing, and they keep doing that their whole life. And then I see them coming home late and going to work early, and I see them coming home late, and they need to rest. They don't even have a lot of hours to rest. And then they need to get up the next morning very early again. And then you come back home, and then you don't have much time to do anything you want. It's the same thing over and over and over. And then you have the weekend. Yes, you have time for 2 days, but that's it. 2 days is nothing. It flashes by. And when you work hard the whole week, what are you going to do those 2 days? Absolutely nothing. Because you want to rest, because you didn't get enough rest. You don't have the freedom to do the things you want to. And it's only because of this system. Like I said, the system is pretty good, but it doesn't really... It takes away freedom. No, it takes away time. But time is freedom. I just want to end the video by saying I don't want to come off as a lazy kid who doesn't want to work. Because I'm still working, and I work a lot. And I've worked a lot before. I've done 12 hours a day without even 30 minutes of break. Usually I only have 12 hours of work, 6 days a week. I don't do that anymore, luckily, but I used to do that for like 2 years. And I've worked more before that as well. So I'm definitely not lazy. I'm just expressing myself through a video. I hope you can understand that. I don't want to make anybody mad or feel pity for me. I'm in a pretty good position, I'd say. I don't want you to get an idea that I'm pathetic either. It's just a video about me ranting and expressing myself. If you want to do the same, you're more than welcome to do it. I will have an email link below in the description where you can share your story with me, and I will make a video about it. I will try to give you advice. Even if I'm not the best person to give advice, I can always try. Just let me know, share your story with me, and I hope to see you again in the next video. Thank you for listening.
10 seconds left.
Left.
One enemy remaining.
GG man, GG. Nice bro!
Nice.
Attacker.
Yes.
That's going on a highlight reel for sure. And
Let's
Hey,
go!
MVP baby. Yeah, let's go.